Hi, I'm Zeos Pantera, your host of In-Ear Fetish. And today we've got a Simgot. Simgot? Simgot. It's probably the T is silent. The King Wonder, or the EN1000, which you're going to see it way better in this picture than you're going to when I pull it out of my ear and show it to you. But this has got arcane aesthetic. If you watch the show Arcane, I will talk about it endlessly. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, this is definitely like the High Council fucking chamber. Look at that shit. This got the rose gold and the inlay, and it's a pretty goddamn IEM. There's very few that I actually stake out. I'm like, that's pretty, because that's like the chrome and the L and the King Wonder, the Coney tips linked in the description. So, just ironically, I went to pick this off the table. I picked off two random IEMs to do. The first one was the Dunu Kimas, which claimed a dual cavity design and a single dynamic. And this one is a dual cavity design and a single dynamic, which apparently is beryllium plated. And it's only $189, which for the packaging, the way it looks, the fucking cable, the box that opened up like this to present you with this thing, which pops a card up, so you have the card, and then you got your tips, and then here's the thing. Innovation, like real, like something that's actually different, is kind of rare in IEMs. A lot of times it's just like, here's a thing, or here's a thing with a switch. So what they've done, what Simgot has done, is take an IEM, give it to you, and let you swap tips. But unlike tips that let you swap between 3.5 and 2.5 and 4.4, these are the tuning. See, this one's blue, there's red, and there's black. And I just spent the last hour, or what's more like 47 minutes, figuring out what the fuck is going on. And I can now give you my report. This is cool as shit. Because unlike having a switch, I gotta flip on the actual IEMs. They could make a dozen of these things. And I put them all on 1/4-inch adapters because it's just fucking easier to hold them. They're all 3.5 millimeters, and they'll mount in the case, which, by the way, the case is super nice. Look at this. Look at oh, there you go. Boom, boom, boom. You get your 3 different connectors in your little case, the little magnet. It goes whoop. And the wire is like, look how nice and it's thin, yet a complex weave, so it's nice and straight. Like, I didn't know the price of this when I started. When I sat down and decided to do this one, I'm like, this is probably like a $400 or $500 IEM. Does it sound like a $400 or $500 IEM? It didn't really sound like a $400 or $500 IEM, but under $200, and you get the ability to say, let's pick out. All right, the red one is the base one, and so here's the deal. The most time I spent was going between the black and the blue. And it really doesn't matter. Both of these are like slap you in the fucking face, like treble. The blue one is the treble one. The black one is like the neutral. If I'm like, you will smoke me? You want smoke this, baby? Because she can't hold all these limes. The blue one is for people who just want to play games with it. You want to like hurt from the treble blindness, and you want just cut that bass out. It's still slapped. Bass in this slaps, but the blue is too much. The black one is like almost you're balanced. Like usually you would expect the bassy one, the trebly one, and the middle ground. What you actually get is the bassy, slightly warm one, and then the treble one, and then the slightly less treble one. It's not quite the middle. It's sort of like up here still. So if I plug this in, which is the red one, it feels like there's a slight veil over the sound, but none of the treble murder, and the bass is a bit more responsive. Not a lot, like not like murderous, but like enough. Like Bob Marley's gonna like, you get the warmness to it. And it's nice because if I'm going out, if it's for $200, I get all 3 of these. If I'm going to be on like a 7-hour car ride And I know I don't want to just have highs. Like I just need it to not. I did not take the red one. Take the red connector. Dull it out a little bit. Just dull it out just enough and bring the bass up, and I can listen to these fucking things for hours. Now if I do this, pop this off. It's got a weird connection where it's like really stubby little pins, and there's a little notchway and 2 dots you line up and just go pop, and then you're supposed to, once you've changed, you're supposed to screw the back of it back on like this, and that way it locks it in place and you don't have to worry about it. Once you've done that, now you have Cliff Martinez on the Beach from the Drive soundtrack. See, I'm checking it because this is the blue one. This is the most intense treble one. The black one's still got a lot of treble there, but it actually has low end, and this one has no low end, and this one is all low end and sort of like, I don't want to say muddled, because then you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to use that Zeos, it doesn't sound good. No. Because I can tell you these aren't a muddly set of IEMs, but this is just to take the edge off. Have some. Take the edge off. Take the edge off. Take the edge off. So sitting here reviewing them, I would leave the black ones on for this review and be like, these are fucking detailed, forward, honestly really good soundstage. Like I'm listening to this one particular song and it's like, and it's all way the fuck out there. Let's skip around a little bit more. No Beatles. Some Run the Jewels. Here we go. I have to lower it. Because the slaps and the treble are just too intense. But the bass exists. So now if I unplug this, unscrew this, pop that. Pop that. That's just, the bass is still there, but it's overpowered by the treble. That is just overpowering treble. Pop that out. Let's go back to the red one. The red one. Okay. So, what an interesting concept to take an IEM and instead of doing the tuning with a switch or not doing any tuning or change, the worst ones are the ones you have to unscrew the entire fascia here and change tubes. This one's actually going for probably, it's just a crossover. I mean, it is running a 4-wire up there. I wonder, no, it's got to be for the left and right channel. There's no way they're doing like, there would have to be more than 4 connectors. So yeah, they're running just very, very wildly simple crossovers in here, physical crossovers, that you pick one. And you want all the treble in the world? Fucking blue. You want most of the treble in the world, but still a little bit of bass to tide you over? This is probably it's still the most balanced, even though I don't think it's very balanced. You get the black one. And if you just want to like, just chill the fuck out and throw some low end in your face, you get the red one. But you get all 3 of them with them. That's fucking awesome. Simgot is, I like this. I like this concept. And since the wire is just 2-wire, I could plug this 2-wire into any IEM, and then I get to use those tips on those. That's kind of tempting. That adds weird possibilities to my life that I didn't know I needed, and I probably don't need them. So yeah, no, King Wonders. So I probably, overall, I would say if you're a tweaker, not that you like tweak, like the real reading tweak, I'd consider this for $200. One of these is your sound. One of them is your sound. I wish there was a green one that was between the red and the black. I wish there was a green one here because I want that low end, but I think this cuts the highs a little bit too much to call it like perfect. And the red and the black one, while the bass is still solid, it's just still too much treble, just a little baby with too much treble. And I don't think I want you to use a blue one. Blue one's for fucking psychopaths. Don't use this blue one. Don't use the blue ones, girls. Don't do it. So yeah, no, that's fucking cool. This is some fucking science right here. And, you know, with the amount of soundstage and decent enough imaging, I think these are a fucking worthwhile look at. They're a worthwhile look at. Has anyone bought these? I would like to know in the comments. Anyone actually rocking these, and what color do you like the most? So yeah, thank you to Simgot for sending this out. Links in the description. Check out the sponsorship links down there. Check out my other channels. And that wallpaper's in the Horde. Now I get to put away my Dunu adapters. I only have 2 of the Dunu adapters. I have to use a regular peasant adapter on the base one. Fuck. Anyway, I'm me. You're you. This is In-Ear Fetish. And these things are fucking cool. And sound pretty good. Sound really fucking good, and they're pretty too.